So there's two practices that will help you with that. Expressing your feelings and needs and what you want in a vulnerable way in every moment. And two, understanding that the only thing they're ever saying to you is either please or thank you, and not taking anything that they say or do personally. Marshall Rosenberg used to say that the only thing any of us is ever saying is please and thank you. That every communication comes down to either please help me with something, please care about something that I'm caring about, or thank you for making my life better. So if you play with that idea, I'm not saying it's true or not true, but play with that idea for a moment that everything that somebody is saying is a distorted, thwarted, tragic way of trying to say a please or trying to say a thank you. So when they do the thing that they've always done and you feel activation, fear coming up in your system, your next new move is to connect with yourself and give yourself time and space to stay with your own experience instead of looking after their experience. So in this moment, when your family does the thing they've always done and you begin feeling afraid or upset or activated, you're taking a minute and you're going, oh, what am I feeling right now? Oh, I'm feeling kind of scared and confused and a little disoriented. And what am I needing right now? I'm really needing a lot more self connection and space and time and awareness to like live and stay connected to myself. What is the strategy that is going to help me get that? I need a little bit of space and time from this conversation so I can come back to it in a way of my choosing. That is not the same thing as fleeing and leaving and abandoning. It can look the same to other people on the outside, but the difference is your intention and the consciousness that you are bringing to what you're choosing to do. And that will be a fundamentally new experience for your system. Yeah. Sometimes, if I feel like in my family system, I never had a voice and I'm always quiet, and then I'm back with them, and now all of a sudden they're doing the things they've always done, and I'm going quiet again. And my inner critic says, oh, there you go, just self silencing again. If I'm really conscious and I'm saying to myself, no, actually, I've moved into my witnessing, observing self, and I am watching. I'm gathering data right now. I'm tracking how I'm feeling. I'm not abandoning myself. And I'm watching and listening. And I'm choosing to stay in a state of non reactivity while I gather data and stay connected to myself in the situation. That is a practice in and of itself. So let's play for a second with if you want to express something in the moment, a baby step in practicing that is say something. It doesn't have to be the full everything that I want to be known for. It doesn't have to be the a long sentence. Even just giving myself the experience of saying something, even if it's something like, "Oh, I see that differently. Oh, let me think about that. Oh, that's giving me something new to think about. That's not how I thought about it at all." Like anything, you don't even have to reveal more than that. But if you can come up with just a few things, if you're just wanting the experience of you being able to express a difference in the space, when I express my perspective and then somebody else comes back, pushes back hard on it, they don't pick up my perspective, they tell me what's wrong with it and they push back with their perspective. If I want to continue working to stay in connection with them, what I find often helps is saying their perspective back to them and then asking them what they heard me say about my perspective. So it sometimes sounds like, oh, okay, so for you, it's like this, and this. And what you think and what you wish I thought was this and this. Am I getting it right? Huh. How do you see that as different to what I said a few minutes ago? So, in a way, you have a need to be seen and known for who you are. You didn't get a lot of your needs to be seen and known and the freedom and the safety to express yourself, especially when it's not exactly the same as everyone else, is what I think I'm hearing. And now, what you want is to be seen and known for the ways in which you are the same and different, and to still be loved and accepted by your family. One of the ways to get there, this is good news and bad news, is remembering that they have the same need to be seen and known. And the more they get that need met, the more they'll be able to meet yours. It is not your job to meet their needs. It is not your responsibility to meet their needs. And there will likely be a lot of resistance in you if you've always been the one who has to meet their needs. When I am picking up somebody else's perspective because I'm building myself a bridge for me to stand on, it's very different than picking up somebody else's perspective because I'm abandoning myself and I'm agreeing to privilege their perspective and leave myself out. So what I mean by that is I'm going to use an example with a random family member, imagination family member in my own life. They always know what's right. They always have the right answer. They always know the correct way to do it. I say something in a family gathering that is like, I just think XYZ. And this family member says, oh, that's ridiculous. You don't know what you're talking about. Everybody knows blah, 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 blah. And I have all this activation coming up, which is going to map for me onto you never hear what I have to say. You don't respect my perspective. You're overriding me. It's always about how you see things. It's never about me. So first step is I want to do the inner work of healing and having empathy and coming alive and just really like soothing myself. All of this pain that comes up for me in that moment, I need some space and time to really honor it, process it, work with it. So that's one step. I want to go get empathy for it. I want to go speak to my 5 therapists about it, right? Whatever that is, I'm going to give myself the time and space because I'm going to have a lot of compassion for my own limits in that moment. I'm too activated to show up any differently. I'm still carrying too much pain and suffering and fear of my own to be able to bring anything different. So step one is I want to go resource myself so that I can bring something different. I want to strengthen myself. I can see that I have muscles that I want to go and build, but maybe I don't have them yet. But I'm not going to see that as something wrong with me. I'm just going to see that as, oh, I want to lift 50 pounds in the weight room. I have to start with 5 and move up to 10 and then 15. And I just have a lot of acceptance that I have to be I am a work in progress. And I'm just getting information about what I can and can't do right now. And that's fine. No judgment. So then I go fill up. Now I'm just going to fast forward. I've done that work and I'm coming back to my family situation. And by I've done that work, I'm talking about 5 years. Okay. I'm not talking about I go home for an hour and now I've done the work and I'm back. Like it takes some time, right? I'm doing that work. Now let's say I've done a lot of that work. I'm coming back now to my family system and they do the thing they've always done. And I'm feeling the way I've always felt. Like, how annoying is that? Like, I thought I've done all this work, and how am I still feeling the thing I've always felt? That's okay. I'm going to be, oh, yes, here we are. This is the dance. This is the dance. There is nothing wrong. But now, if I filled up enough and I have a new intention and I have a new vision, and I realize I have a need to be seen and known, and they have the same need to be seen and known. And our family system has a deficit of anybody being able to see or know anybody else. And I'm the one who's choosing to do the work. So I'm going to bring it. Now, that is a choice. That is not a have to. I do not have to do that with anyone or any family system unless I see how it meets my own needs. But if my need is for connection and for healing and a new experience of myself, when I come back to my family system and I then start picking up their perspective and inviting them to pick up mine, that sounds like you think this. And that's so interesting because I've learned through my life, I see this very differently. Well, you're completely wrong, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so when I give you a new opinion that's different than yours, you instantly think that I'm the one who's wrong. Like I do a lot more reflecting, a lot more reflecting. I'm not going to try and change them. I'm going to describe what's happening. I'm going to describe what's happening. Oh, so when I have a different opinion, it sounds like a lot of what often happens in our family is it's like we all somehow need to get into groupthink and we all have to start thinking the same thing. Is that how other people are seeing it, or is that just me? I'm just going to anything to start having a different kind of conversation, to disrupt the familiar. I just want to disrupt the familiar. Now, I'm not abandoning myself when I do that. I'm doing that because I'm doing it to meet my needs. I'm not doing it for them to abandon me. And that's what makes it really, really different.